What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin. And the reason we're going to look at Bitcoin and the rainbow chart here, and this is by blockchaincenter.net, is because we want the big picture when we're looking at a retracement or a dip like we are right now. And you can see throughout this entire bear market in previous times, guys, we would always have these big retracements. I mean, they can come in at 20, sometimes even up to 40% in bull markets. You know, I think one of the things that'll help you the most here, if you're a longer term investor, this isn't about trading, this longer term investing, really take a look at this rainbow chart and see where we're at. I mean, for Bitcoin, with all the adoption and everything that's taking place, do you really believe that this, what we saw up here, is the top? When we have not seen, like we've talked about for a long time, that climax volume, that straight up pull where we get up into this red here where it says maximum bubble territory, and then the one below that is sell, seriously sell, and we have not hit that. Right now we're sitting basically is in the area of, is this a bubble? And then right below that again is the hodl area, and obviously that was on the way up, but you can just see here the different areas and layers that the rainbow chart gives to you. And we haven't maxed out. I mean, even in 2013, we went outside of this chart. And this has been pretty accurate. I mean, guys, even on the buy side, look how accurate it's been. And that's in blue down in here, basically a fire sale. Look, it called the bottom back in here. So bottom to top. And then the top would have us roughly at around about $140,000, which sounds realistic for what Bitcoin's doing before we basically go into that bear market. And guys, we will have another bear market, I promise you. I'm already planning for that. Right now I'm studying on distribution tops, climax tops. We're looking at all different types of consolidation things and studying on the bear market that will come, because we want to be able to take advantage of that as well. We're going to flip our strategies and we're going to go after that bear market as well. But right now we are still in this bull market, and I believe the top is not in for Bitcoin. You know, anything can happen in the world. Something crazy could happen. You know, history may not repeat itself, and we could have just a massive dump to the downside, you know, down in this area, and then we pump up again. Who knows? But right now, everything that I'm looking at is we're still in a bull market. We've had throughout history these big retracements, big corrections, and I believe it's healthy for the market. I don't want to see like we saw in 2017 where things go straight up, basically, guys. We want to see these nice, healthy, higher highs and higher lows coming in. And the key is not to panic. I mean, you don't want to sell when you wake up in the morning and you see Bitcoin down 16, 17%. In my opinion, if you're a longer term investor, that's not the time you want to be selling. If anything, when we're still in a bull market, again, not financial advice, when you see big discounts in coins that you like and you believe we're still going to be in that bull market, that's when you want to accumulate. You want to buy the dip in uptrends. Okay? In my opinion, you don't want to do that. You don't want a dollar cost average in a bear market. I want to trade a bear market. But right now in a bull market, when you see these big retracements, just like you saw back here, whenever we had these big corrections, we would rip again. Another big correction, rip again. And these are big percentage moves here, guys. We're on the log scale here, so we're looking at a mass amount of data. But when we're looking at this, the highest that we ended up getting to was just the bottom of FOMO intensifies for Bitcoin. We haven't even hit the sell, seriously sell yet, or the maximum bubble territory. So in days like this, I think it's best to stay calm. We have to realize, you know, what we're looking at here, but this very well could be a range that we're in, and we bounce back and forth for a while before we end up getting that next massive leg to the upside. And something I'll be honest with you guys about is if we do get another big move like this and we're up into these red territories, that's when you do some of your longer term. That's at least when I'm going to be putting in trailing stop losses, and I'll let the market knock me out. And then you have that cash and you're looking at that bear market waiting for confirmation, and then you go after that as well. You know, guys, we're going to be able to trade both sides of the market, and I'm very excited about that. But right now, we're still clearly in a bull market. You know, could we have a week or more of scaring the heck out of people? Absolutely. This is cryptocurrency. Guys, we always have to remember that. I mean, you can even see back in 2013, we had a big push up here into the red. Then we came all the way back down to the green before we finished outside of the red, is how aggressive we got up. And look at these straight line pulls right here, straight line pull to the upside on climax volume. We haven't got that yet. And this is the most adoption we've ever gotten in Bitcoin's history. So for me, I definitely see this as a time, if you're a longer term investor, like I said, not financial advice, I would go play basketball. I would lift weights. I would hang out with my family. You know, obviously, if you're going to buy, do what you got to do. But in terms of selling stuff, I wouldn't be selling at these levels right now if you're a longer term investor. I would kind of keep my head about me, have a plan, because I don't think this macro bull market is done yet. I've talked about before, about $100,000 is when things are going to start getting a little squirrely, in my opinion, and that would still give us one more big massive leg to the upside. But you know, guys, I could be wrong. I'm not a whale. All I'm going off is specifically price action, and this chart's one of the best ones. So if you've never checked out the Bitcoin rainbow chart, this by blockchaincenter.net, does a really good job, guys. Check that out. If you get some from this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. God bless you all.